and Caragh had felt her own weakness changing her. She could hardly walk for long distances without growing faint, and the smallest tasks were overwhelming. Her body had grown so thin, her linea hung upon her, and she could see the thin bones of her knees and wrists. But she wasn't ready to give up. Like all of them, she was fighting to live. She picked up her gathering basket and stepped outside in the sunlight. The ring fort was quiet, few people exerting the energy to talk when there was the greater task of finding food. Her older brothers weren't the only ones who had left to seek supplies. Most of the able-bodied men had gone, especially those with children. None were expected to return. A few of the elderly women nodded to her in greeting, with baskets of their own. Caragh thought of her earlier promise to find vegetables, but she knew there was nothing out there. Even if there was, the others would likely find it first. Instead, she made her way towards the coast, hoping to find shellfish or seaweed. She stopped to rest several times when her vision clouded and dizziness came over her. The water was nearly black this morn, the waves still and silent. Her brother was standing along the shoreline with his net, casting it out into the waves. He waved his hand in greeting. But it was the sight of the longship on the horizon that evoked fear within both of them. The vessel was large, a curved boat that could hold over a dozen men. A massive striped sail billowed from the mast, and a single row of white and red shields hung over the side. In the morning sun, a bronze weather vane gleamed upon the masthead, and a carved dragon head rested at the prow. As soon as she spied it, her heartbeat quickened. "Is it the Loch Lanark?" she cried out to her brother. So many tales she'd heard of the barbaric Vikings of the Norselands who ravaged the homes of innocent people. If their ship was here, they had less than an hour before the nightmare began. Goose flesh prickled upon her skin at the thought of being taken by one of them, or worse, being burned alive if they attempted to seize her home by force. "Go back to our house," Brendan commanded. "Stay inside, Caragh, and for God's sake, don't let anyone in." He pulled in his fishing net and hurried back towards the ring fort. "What are you going to do?" She caught up to him, afraid he was about to do something foolish. Her brother's grey eyes turned cold. "They have supplies, don't they? And food?" She was horrified at his sudden thoughts. "No! You can't try to steal from them." The Norsemen were ruthless warriors who would murder her brother without a second thought. "They'll try to raid the fort. They'll be gone while I take what's on board their ship." "And what about the rest of us?" she demanded. "If we're fighting for our lives, we might all be dead by the time you return." "If you return," she added. "No, you can't do this." Her brother entered their father's hut, searching for a sword among the blacksmith tools. "If you'd rather, go and hide in the forest. Climb one of the trees as high as you can and wait until it's over." "I can't abandon the tribe." There were elderly folk remaining who were too weak to fight. Though her own strength was waning, she couldn't turn her back on their kinsmen. Her hands were trembling, the fear rising up from inside. Brendan took her hand and squeezed it. "If we don't take their supplies, we'll die anyway. Either today or a fortnight from now. We both know it." She did, but she didn't like stealing. Though she'd lost nearly every possession they'd owned, she still had honour, and that meant something. "We could ask," she said. "If they see how little we have, they may share with us." Her brother's expression darkened. "Since when do the Loch Lanark possess mercy?" He belted the sword at his waist. "Gather the others.